How's it going, guys? It's Frenzy HDTV here, and welcome back to some more reaction videos. So today we got the top 15 craziest animal attacks. So this should be fun. Like, oh.
Karen, accidents during whale watching is a rare occurrence, but due to the size of humpback whales, incidents can cause serious damage to vessels and people. In March 2015, Jennifer Karen from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, was on vacation in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, and was attending a whale watching tour. During the tour, a whale unexpectedly breached the waters and landed directly on the boat, and Karen was tossed into the water. She and two other passengers suffered critical injuries, and other passengers quickly performed first aid on the two, with Karen requiring CPR. Captain quickly radioed the naval rescue team, and a boat was dispatched to retrieve those on board, and the injured were rushed to hospital for treatment. Unfortunately, Karen's injuries proved too severe, and she passed away at 35. According to the local emergency crews, this is the first incident involving a whale in the area resulting in injury, let alone fatality. An investigation was launched to determine whether or not the captain had broken restrictions by moving beyond the minimum distance all boats are required to be between vessels and whales, and it was concluded the captain had done everything possible to keep a safe distance, and there was no way he could have prevented the mishap from happening. Further details have been withheld out of respect for Karen and her family. One of the injured was released from hospital soon after, and the second was transferred back to the United States for further treatment, and has since made a full recovery. Number 14. Roy Horn. Las Vegas used to be full of posters and billboards advocating the famous Siegfried and Roy show, run by magicians and entertainers Siegfried Fischbacher and Roy Horn. Often stealing the spotlight from the men was their famous white tigers, who would perform tricks on stage for the bedazzled crowd. On October 3, 2003, Horn fell on stage, and one of the tigers, Manticore, grasped Horn's head in his jaws. Crew rushed in and separated Horn and Manticore, then took Horn to the hospital, where he was taken into intensive care, suffering blood loss and critical injuries to the head. According to those accompanying Horn to the hospital, he said, "Manticore is a great cat. Make sure no harm comes to Manticore." After recovering, Horn underwent rehabilitation due to partial paralysis as a result of the attack, and he went on to make a full recovery. Immediately after the incident, the Mirage Hotel and Casino closed the show, and the 267 cast and crew were laid off. Over the years, Fischbacher and Horn have refused to admit Manticore had attacked, claiming Horn had suffered a stroke on stage, and Manticore had dragged him off stage in means to help. Manticore appeared on stage again with the duo many times following the attack, with the last show on February 2009 for a charity benefit. Fischbacher and Horn retired from show business in April 2010, and Manticore passed away on March 19, 2014, following a short illness. Number 13. San Keibetsu Brown Bear Incident. Between mid-November and December 14, 1915, a large brown bear terrorized the town of San Keibetsu, Japan, that awoke from hibernation. Initially, the bear only stole corn and other harvested plants from residents, causing fear amongst the settlers of the local livestock and horses. The true horror began on December 9th in the home of the Otter family. Otter's wife, Abe, was at home tending to a young baby she was looking after when the bear appeared and entered the home. It proceeded to bite the baby in the head, killing him, then pounced on Abe as she attempted to defend herself, then dragged her into the woods. At the time, the Greek royalty was of German.
Whoa, okay. What is going on right now? Okay, sorry. Quick, I'll be right back. Hey, sorry about that, guys. That was an ad. But still, that bear is gruesome. I mean, gruesome. Why would you eat a baby's head? Why? And then drag the person that's trying to defend herself. Why do you drag her into the woods? It's gruesome, bear. Gruesome. Disgusting.
Bear only stole corn and other harvested plants from residents, causing fear amongst the settlers of the local livestock and horses. The true horror began on December 9th in the home of the Otter family. Otter's wife, Abe, was at home tending to a young baby she was looking after when the bear appeared and entered the home. It proceeded to bite the baby in the head, killing him, then pounced on Abe as she attempted to defend herself, then dragged her into the woods. Witnesses described the scene as resembling a slaughterhouse, with blood scattered all over the walls and puddled on the floor. Local guardsmen from a neighbouring town arrived and set out on what was believed to be the bear's trail, but in reality had headed another direction. It turned up on the Mayoki farm, where it killed 4 people, including a pregnant woman. Expert bear hunter Yamamoto Hikachi hesitantly made his way to Sankei Betsu, certain that the bear was one named Kezagaki, and offered his assistance to track and kill the bear. On December 13th, the bear briefly returned to the town, and snipers opened fire, though they were unable to kill it. Yamamoto set off in pursuit of Kezagaki and found him the next day, resting due to the wounds sustained the previous night.
I really hate when people kill animals. I know he did something terrible. Who? That's a bear, but still, I hate when people kill animals. God, I can't deal with that mess, but good thing that bear didn't die. But still, I really hate when people kill animals. Let's resume.
After shooting the bear in the heart and head, it finally succumbed and died. The incident is the worst bear attack in Japanese history, and memorials have been set up in and around the...
Get a close look at that bear. Is that bear real? No, that has to be photo edited. All that mess. There ain't no... That's fake. That's fake. That's fake. That's fake. You found that on Google Images or something. That's fake. Fake.
The town
That's
to
too big.
commemorate the deceased. Number 12. The Connecticut Chimp Attack. Probably the most terrifying incident on this list, Travis was a chimpanzee owned by Sandra Harold of New Stamford, Connecticut, having adopted the chimp in 1995. Travis had grown up among humans his entire life and was noted to have high socialization with them, knowing to obey his owner, unlock and open doors, dress himself, water plants, and feed hay to Harold's horses.
That is a smart monkey, man. Wow, that's smart. Congrats, bro.
However, Travis was not always kind, and 2 incidents occurred, once in 1995 when he allegedly bit a woman, and in 2003 when he escaped from Harold's car and held up traffic for several hours. On February 19, 2009, Travis left his house, and Harold attempted to coax him back with a friend, Charla Nash. Travis spotted Nash with one of his favourite toys, and it sent him into a rage. Without warning, Travis leaped on Nash and began inflicting horrific injuries to Nash's face and head. Harold desperately tried to get Travis off Nash by hitting Travis with a shovel and even stabbing him with a butcher knife, but to no avail, in seemingly infuriating Travis even more. Harold finally called 911, begging dispatchers to send help right away, shouting, "He's eating her."
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend!
Who's killing your friend?
Chimp, my chimpanzee!
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
Jesus, he ripped her apart! Hurry up!
With a gun.
Hurry up, please!
There's someone on the way.
With guns, please! Shoot him!
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey...
He ripped her face off!
He's ripped her face off?
He's trying to attack me! Please, please!
Medical personnel and a police officer arrived to...
Oh! No way! Why? Monkey! Oh my god! I know it was her favorite toy. God, ripping her. Ripping her. Oh, disgusting, man.
Turning Travis's attention away from Nash and sending him sprinting to the police car. He tried to open the officer's driver's side door, but it was locked, so Travis calmly walked to the passenger door and opened it. Panicked, the officer opened fire, hitting Travis several times and sending him fleeing back into the house. He was found dead next to his cage a short time later. Nash suffered severe injuries, losing a hand, nose, her eyes, lips, and mid-face bone structure. 15 months following the attack, Harold suffered a fatal heart attack, which her attorney credited to the long string of losses from a daughter to a husband and finally to Travis's rampage and death. Nash received $4 million from Harold's estate after an extensive lawsuit regarding the attack. In June 2011, she underwent facial reconstructive surgery to restore her face. Number 11. Gustave. Within the depths of Lake Tanganyika and the Ruzizi River in Burundi lives the alleged most prolific serial on Earth,
sorry about
only
the
it
lag.
is not human. Gustav is the name given to a 20-foot Nile crocodile, weighing in at over 2,000 pounds. While
God.
legend states he is over 100 years old, scientists estimate he was born around 1955. Gustav is blamed for the death of over 300 people, and witnesses claim he will grab his victims in his mouth and then drown them before tossing the body aside. People found
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is crazy.
this peculiar that Gustav would not kill people for food, but instead in a way similar to that of human serial killers as a way of passion. Scientists say crocodiles can go for long periods without food, and Gustav can be more playful in selecting things to kill at will. Several attempts have been made to either capture or kill the beast, and he is recognizable by the 3 distinct bullet wounds from the attempts made on his life. PBS produced a mini in 2004 called Capturing the Killer Croc, which followed an expedition to capture Gustav for scientific study, though it was unsuccessful. His notoriety also inspired the 2007 film. The last known sighting of Gustav was in February 2008, and it's unknown what his current status or whereabouts are. Number 10. The Miss Teen Dog Attack. By her senior year in high school, Taylor Hubbard was known for her beauty. At age 14, she had won Teen USA and was selected as Miss Kentucky Teen in 2010, moving her on to the Miss Teen USA contest. However, on May 5, 2012, Hubbard had just left from her senior prom and was heading home to change into leisure wear when she was attacked by a 5-year-old husky a friend of hers owned. She was petting the dog when it suddenly bit her face and held on fiercely. Witnesses stated Hubbard remained relatively calm during the ordeal, which could have helped de-escalate the situation, and she was rushed to a hospital. Doctors would not let her see her face at first, but she told reporters she could feel at the bottom of my chin with my tongue. Hubbard required 200 stitches to repair her face, and many believed her pageant career would be over. Hubbard refused to accept this. While in Puerto Rico, she met a woman who was in a car accident and would be undergoing the same surgeries to repair the damaged tissues, and credits this meaning for her feeling calm about the procedures she would soon be undergoing. Hubbard had laser reconstructive surgery, and doctors were able to repair the damage, except for a few visible scars under the lip and on the left cheek. Today, Hubbard continues to work as a model, and has no ill feelings towards the dog that attacked her. Number 9. George Wendt Hensley. In the American Appalachian Mountains, a movement known as snake handling was created, which involves fundamental Pentecostal Christians holding several poisonous snakes under the belief one devoid of sin would not be bitten and killed. The key figure in the movement was George Wendt Hensley, a minister of the Church of God with signs following who would travel to the American South to conduct sermons and partake in snake handling with other members during the 1940s and early 50s. After a series of meetings without the snakes, Hensley held a sermon in Alta, Florida, on July 24, 1955, during which he produced a 5-foot-long snake, which he wrapped around his neck and carried with him as he passionately delivered the rest of his sermon. All was going well until he returned the snake to the can when it bit him on the wrist. After a few minutes, Hensley began to show visible signs of illness and pain, and his arm became discolored. He refused to seek treatment, despite pleas from attendees and local sheriff deputies, claiming his pain was a result of the congregation's lack of faith, though his wife believes it was the will of God. Henry died the following morning as a result, and an investigation ruled his death as suicide. The death serves as an act of irony for a man committed to snake handling to die by his methods. Since then, snake handling has been in deep decline, and a few churches practice it today. Number 8. Alexander.
Okay, so I'm gonna end it right there. We're gonna have part 2 of the video today. We're gonna have another video. We're gonna do the part 2 of the Actually, we're gonna do a try not to laugh challenge. So that's gonna be really fun. I don't know when I'm gonna do that today, but comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hope you like this video. Peace out, guys.